Now boys, this is an honest question. Who asked for DMZ Recon? Who asked for CODM to include a half-assed extraction mode? Because I know I didn't, and I doubt the CODM community did either. I haven't played CODM consistently in years, and the last time I actually played it like in a grinding sense was maybe in like 2022, and I played the Battle Royale mode exclusively. Sure, I played a little bit of the arena mode, and if you're wondering why I'm calling the multiplayer an arena mode, well, that's what it is. CODM is a multiplayer game, so it makes no f***ing sense to call a single mode multiplayer when the entire f***ing game is an online multiplayer experience. Now look, this isn't a jab at the CODM community, but did no one just stop and think, why are they calling one single mode multiplayer when the entire game is a multiplayer game? Are we just brain dead?
I'd rather not say, but the answer is yes.
But I digress. Now sure, I also played some of the zombies mode on every difficulty level, but these days that mode is honestly treated like a child they first wanted to abort. Like the only map in the round-based zombies mode is still Shinonuma, and that is just depressing as f. But that's not to say that Shinonuma is a bad map. If anything, it's the complete opposite. It's a really good map. It's an OG Call of Duty zombies map. But the zombies mode needs more maps from both the older and newer games. Because no joke, I really like the round-based zombies mode, especially the Endless mode. But anyway, back to DMZ Recon. Would I actually play this mode? No! And why would I, when there are games on the market with a far superior extraction mode? Two prime examples are Delta Force and Arena Breakout. Arena Breakout obviously being the more realistic, hardcore experience of the two, with Delta Force leaning more so to casual players. But don't get it twisted though, Delta Force is still pretty damn hardcore in its own right, but just not to the same degree as Arena Breakout when it comes to realism. Now some of you are probably sat there like, why are you criticizing something that you haven't even played? Well, to that, let me ask you this. If I see a pile of on the pavement, do I need to go over to it and to know that it's that I'm looking at? No, of course not. I don't need to engage with the to know that it's. And here's the thing, the only players that are potentially gonna enjoy DMZ Recon is CODM players who are either 1, not particularly good in the arena mode, or 2, they aren't good in the Battle Royale mode either, but still want a somewhat rewarding mode to play that isn't too demanding. Because I can assure you, Delta Force Mobile and Arena Breakout players are not coming over to CODM just to play an inferior version of a mode those two games almost perfected. The best way I can describe DMZ Recon is an extraction mode for retards, because this is easily the most brain dead and dumbed down extraction mode I've ever seen in any game ever. You could run into this mode with your head chopped off and you'll be completely fine. And the people hyping up this mode, dude, I swear to God, these people are shills, every single f***ing one of them, because the only reason you would be hyping up a bare bones piece of is because you are getting paid to do it. And trust, once the hype dies down, they are going back to either the arena mode or the Battle Royale mode, and the only players that will be left in DMZ are gonna be the low skill rats who only know how to camp in corners. Now if you are one of those players that end up enjoying DMZ Recon, you know what? More power to you, my brother. However, I encourage you to try either Delta Force or Arena Breakout, because only then will DMZ Recon's flaws and half-ass nature become blatantly apparent. And unfortunately, DMZ Recon, I'm sorry my dude, but it just cannot. It cannot hang with the big boys of mobile extraction shooters like Delta Force and Arena Breakout. And this is coming from someone who doesn't even like extraction shooters like that, but only started playing them a lot more often more recently. Like, dude, in Delta Force, I'm max level in warfare mode. However, I think I'm only level 5 in operations, which is extraction mode. That is how little I play extraction. And even I can acknowledge that DMZ Recon is a complete piece of shit. But yeah, that's the video. Short and sweet.